The most meaningful relationship I've ever had started with a man saying he was butthurt that I didn't want to meet him. Greatest surprise of my life.
We basically the same job.
You got teammates, I got teammates.
You've got Coach Reed, I've got my mom.
Get ready to hit play because what you thought was just going to be another Taylor Swift concert doc might actually turn into a full-on love story with a football star in the mix. Your screen lights up, and suddenly you're sucked into the world of glitter, stadium lights, and confetti cannons, the kind that makes your living room feel like you're front row at the ERAS tour. But wait, there's a twist. Instead of just swooning over Taylor Swift hitting all those iconic notes, you're getting a front row seat to Travis Kelce. Yes, the Kansas City Chiefs tight end, hanging out backstage, laughing, and somehow stealing a little piece of the spotlight. That's right, folks. The trailer for the end of an era, Taylor Swift's latest Disney Plus docu-series, dropped, and it's making fans do a double take. You expect concert footage, epic set lists, and some behind-the-scenes magic, but what you're getting might just be Taylor's personal life thrown into the mix in a way nobody saw coming. This isn't your average tour documentary. Forget the old concert films or live session releases you've seen before. This 6-episode extravaganza is like a hybrid between a masterclass in pop spectacle and a peek into Taylor's world off stage. Kind of like if a stadium tour met a reality show, but way more polished. And the thing that's really got the internet buzzing? Travis is front and center in a way that no one expected. People knew he'd appear, sure, but the trailer suggests he's basically an honorary member of the tour crew, hanging out backstage, watching rehearsals, and even vibing with Taylor's family. For Swifties who have spent years dissecting every lyric, every Easter egg, and every fan interaction, seeing her open up about her relationship feels like being handed a backstage pass to her life in the most literal way.
Travis Kelce. He brings a lot of happiness.
We basically the same job.
You got teammates, I got teammates.
You've got Coach Reed, I've got my mom.
This show created a bonding experience for like 70,000 people all at once.
Fans are split, though. On one side, there are people thrilled to see Taylor in a real-life scenario, smiling at Kelce, sharing laughs, maybe even sneaking in some romantic moments that feel genuine.
Stay safe!
On the flip side, some hardcore Swifties are side-eyeing the whole thing, wondering if this docu-series is drifting away from the music and leaning a little too hard into the love story. One fan on Reddit basically said, "I didn't sign up for a Travis Kelce doc, I want the tour." And honestly, that sentiment isn't isolated. People adore seeing the artistry of the ERAS tour, the choreography, the lights, the sheer scale of it. But now there's this added narrative of Taylor navigating her most serious relationship yet, and some are worried it might overshadow the music. It's especially wild because Taylor has traditionally kept her love life under lock and key. Sure, there's been speculation, rumors, and occasional Instagram glimpses, but she's never invited cameras this deep into her romantic world. Having Kelce appear this prominently? That's new territory. It signals that Taylor isn't just chronicling the ERAS tour for posterity, she's documenting a chapter of her life that includes her partner, which is bound to ruffle a few feathers among the purists who want nothing but music and tour magic. It's like watching your favorite blockbuster franchise suddenly add a rom-com subplot. Unexpected, maybe controversial, but undeniably fascinating. And honestly, the contrast is part of what makes this docu-series feel so different from anything Taylor's done before. Miss Americana on Netflix was intimate, yes, but it focused on her rise, her challenges with fame, and the complexities of being a global superstar. Concert films captured the energy of the performances, but didn't dive into her private sphere. Now, with the end of an era, we're getting a mashup. 6 episodes that capture everything from the final tour rehearsals to personal interactions with family and a fiancé who apparently is more camera-friendly than most fans imagined. Insiders are even hinting that Kelce isn't just popping in for a cameo. He's woven into the narrative like a supporting character in Taylor's real-life story arc. The previews make it clear this isn't just Taylor waving at fans and hitting high notes while the crowd scream every word back. We're talking full-on behind-the-scenes moments, Kelce chilling backstage, sneaking peeks of Taylor's rehearsals, maybe throwing a joke here, a smile there, and even interacting with her family in ways that feel intimate. It's the kind of access that turns casual viewers into armchair detectives, dissecting every glance, every laugh, and every scene for hidden meaning.
This show created a bonding experience for like 70,000 people all at once.
Fans are already theorizing which bits are staged, which are candid, and which might be a glimpse into the real Taylor navigating life, love, and superstardom all at once. Some Swifties are loving the humanization angle, arguing that seeing Taylor with Kelce makes her more relatable, more grounded. Others are skeptical, worried that the love story might dilute the focus from the sheer artistry of the ERAS tour. There's a palpable tension online between the let's enjoy the music crowd and the bring on the romantic drama camp. And honestly, that tension is what makes this docu-series such a hot topic. It's not just a concert film, it's a cultural moment where pop music, NFL celebrity, and reality-level intrigue collide in the most swift way possible. Now throw in the fact that Taylor and Travis were recently spotted at a wedding together, yes, attending someone else's big day as a twosome, and it just adds layers. Their chemistry at the event was noticeable, natural, and predictably headline-worthy. For fans tracking Taylor's life like a favorite reality show, seeing her interact with Kelce outside of tour grounds only fuels the curiosity about how much of their relationship will make it into the series. Spoiler, probably more than some thought and less than others feared, but enough to get people talking. And let's not ignore the documentary format itself. With 6 episodes, it's built to linger on moments that a typical 2-hour film might breeze past. That means more slow-burn glimpses of backstage prep, costume fittings, sound checks, and yes, personal interactions that reveal Taylor's softer, more playful side. It's like peeking into the engine room of a pop spectacle while also watching a rom-com unfold in parallel. And as sources point out, the series doesn't shy away from showing the logistics, the nerves, the triumphs, and yes, the fatigue of running a tour that broke records at every stop.
This show created a bonding experience for like 70,000 people all at once.
Layering that with Kelce's presence creates this cocktail of music, romance, and celebrity reality that feels fresh, messy, and undeniably captivating. Fans who want a pure celebration of the ERAS tour may be shaking their heads, but the inclusion of Kelce gives the series a narrative hook that elevates it from just a chronicle of performances to a story about life behind the music. It's like upgrading from a regular stadium seat to a VIP pass, where you see the setup, the drama, and the personal stakes. You get the lights, the sounds, the choreography, and then bam, here comes the human element that makes it all feel lived in, real, and maybe a little messy in the most relatable way. Of course, there's chatter about whether this is a strategic move. Taylor's willingness to spotlight Kelce could be a signal to fans that this relationship matters deeply to her, that it's a defining part of this era in her life, just as much as the music. For a superstar whose life has often been dissected and whose romances have been subject to endless speculation, this is Taylor taking control of the narrative in a way that's bold, personal, and yes, a little risky. But it's also very on brand for her, crafting an epic tour, a cinematic docu-series, and a personal story all in one package.
I came up with the idea for the ERAS tour about 2 years before the tour started.
And let's talk for a second about fan expectations. The ERAS tour has been legendary, not just in ticket sales, but in cultural impact. Fans want the magic. The costumes, the choreography, the confetti cannons, the emotional crescendos. They want the triumphs, the heartbreaks, the little victories that make a live show feel like a once-in-a-lifetime event. The worry for some is that sprinkling Kelce moments throughout the docu-series might tilt the scale away from what they came to see. Yet for others it adds context. Seeing Taylor with someone who supports her, who interacts with her off stage, offers insight into the person behind the powerhouse performer. It humanizes her while still celebrating the artistry that made her an icon. And that's the beauty of this project. It's layered. You have the spectacle of the ERAS tour itself, which has already cemented its place in pop culture history. You have the documentary format, which allows a slow, deliberate unpacking of what went into creating that spectacle. And then you have the personal layer, which brings in Kelce, family interactions, and the emotional beats that make it feel like more than just a concert recap. It's immersive, comprehensive, and from the looks of the trailer, unapologetically ambitious. By including Kelce more than anticipated, Taylor is also challenging the norms of her previous documentaries. She's not just showing the machine of the tour, she's showing the interplay between professional life and personal life, which, let's be real, is often messy, unpredictable, and entertaining. Fans get to witness those unscripted moments, the laughs, the awkward interactions, the tiny gestures that reveal intimacy and connection. For some, it's a dream come true. Finally, a look at the star as a person rather than just a performer. For others, it's a bit of a disruption to the expected narrative of the tour, but disruption has always been part of Taylor's style. The inclusion of Kelce doesn't just add romance, it adds relatability. Seeing a superstar navigate a relationship while managing a tour that spans continents, thousands of fans per show, and endless media scrutiny makes her human in a way that resonates. It's not about scandal or drama. It's about life, love, and balancing personal priorities against a career that demands perfection. Fans who embrace this aspect of the docu-series will likely come away with a richer, more nuanced understanding of Taylor as both an artist and a person. The real question fans are asking isn't just about how much of Kelce will appear, but whether his inclusion will enhance or overshadow the story Taylor wants to tell. Judging by the buzz, the answer is complicated. It's both disruptive and illuminating, contentious and captivating. But one thing is certain, Taylor Swift has once again managed to make a cultural moment out of everything she touches, and this time she's doing it with a little help from her favorite tight end. Whether you're a die-hard Swiftie clutching your concert merch, or a casual viewer curious about celebrity culture, The End of an Era promises 6 episodes of epic scale, intimate revelations, and yes, plenty of Kelce moments that nobody saw coming. It's bold, it's different, and it's everything you didn't know you needed. And honestly, isn't that exactly the kind of roller coaster we've been waiting for? That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.